Hi, my name is Doug Schardt. I'm Product Manager with Komori America Corporation. I'm here at IPEX 2010 to introduce to you some new technology we have, and even more importantly, a new press that we have. This is the latest and one of the strongest additions to the Komori fleet, the Enthrone 2029. It's packed with a lot of really strong features. Part of what today's requirement for printer and a press are going to be is fast make-readies, fast wash-ups, and more importantly, trouble-free print. So to just give you some highlights on this press, I'll start with the feeder. This is the same feeder we use off our award-winning LSX29. Full complement of air, even has lead edge air, all the features of a big press feeder, including pile sideways control. Just moving up to the feed board, as you can see, we've got our double vacuum tapes, just like we do on our LS29. We have a tail brush assembly to keep bounce to an absolute minimum. Moving into the infeed, and as I said, I'm just hitting the high points here. You can see we have an infeed drum that's perforated. That's an eccentric to accelerate the sheet into the first impression cylinder, thereby preventing wrinkling, marking, and keeping the tail down, therefore marking to a minimum. But that's incorporated with the 7 o'clock cylinder design now to make sure that sheet is out of the nip before transfer. The dampener. It's the same Komori-matic dampener that we have on all Komori presses. It includes what is one of our trademark features, the reverse nip. In addition, this particular press has an oscillating rider roller on the top of the water form and an oscillating rider at the bottom of the water form. You can see just a little bit of the gear and the shaft there. Both of those rollers working together ensure optimum print quality because they're giving that water an extra smoothing touch before application to the plate and removing the image from the plate on the return stroke, thereby eliminating ghosting. The dampener. This is an extremely large inker for this size of press. There's lots of lineal inches of capacity packed in here. There's large foam rollers, large number of nips, lots of milling and storage capacity. As you can see, we do use copper. That's excellent for temperature stabilization and therefore color stabilization, as well as milling properties, transfer properties, and repelling action against water. You can see here we also have our automatic wash-up nozzles. This press includes automatic roller wash, automatic blanket wash, and semi-automatic plate change. One of the issues just to prevent downtime and color correction time are these automatic roller settings in here. Just to give you a quick idea, if I was going to change this roller, I can retract this pin, bracket drops down, roller comes out, new roller goes in, bracket comes up, and when that pin drops, that roller's set. I don't need to go in and make sure each one of these rollers is correctly set anymore. It's automatically done for me, thereby ensuring consistent ink flow through that inker to improve our make-readies. As we walk down the press, I'll tell you a little bit about our ink fountain. There's steel keys, exactly the same design as our LSX29, 100% control over that fountain, tight control for ink, and that is the first step in accurate color control on a make-ready. And when we get back to the software on the console, I'll explain a little bit about why that's so important. But even more than that, as you can see when I open this up, this press now has double diameter impression and transfer cylinders. That's going to provide the trouble-free application for board or paper. So in either case, we've minimized any chance of tail marking, slapping, any of the issues associated with smaller diameter cylinders. So this press can go all the way up to 24-point board, which is 0.6 millimeters, without changing grippers over and without the worry associated with those heavy stocks. It has the same quality built into these cylinders that you'll find on all of our Enthrone Series presses, including the diamond dust gripper pads and the hardened gripper tips. To give you maybe a little bit better idea of how that's working, as I open up that catwalk, you can see the last impression cylinder moving right into a skeleton-free delivery cylinder, so there's no marking that can happen there, right up into a sheet pan. Now, you're seeing some spray powder on the sheet pan because we are at the show. We have been running today. But that'll give you an idea of sheet path and why you're not going to have some of the problems. that may be associated, again, with smaller diameter cylinders. Moving into the delivery, this press is fully equipped with sheet decurlers, fans, air bars, all the controls I need for high-speed applications as well as a variety of stocks. So I'll bring you around over to the delivery. And as you can see, this is a very robust, strong delivery. It gives you the sense of the Komori quality that's built into all our presses. But there's full air controls over on the left. It's a non-stop delivery if I want to go into board applications. But even more important than that, I've got a full console sitting right on top of the delivery. So as I pull a sheet out, I can put it up here. My eyes never leave the press or the sheet. I can do all my control functions here. I've got full console controls down here. And as you can see, we also have a touch screen up here where in this particular screen we're looking at the various counters that are available with this press. But it also has the Komori pre-inking and de-inking programs. That's the programs that are going to work in conjunction with those ink keys, the data from pre-press, and those automatic roller settings to make sure my first pulls are as accurate as possible. Tie that in with our semi-automatic plate changes and their accuracy, and I'm ready to go extremely quickly on this press. Another optional feature is what we call PDC EZ. It is a scanning spectrodensitometer. I actually have the ability to read a color bar anywhere on the sheet. I just line it up. There is a laser beam. Make sure everything's not skewed, and I can actually go ahead and read. If I need to go up and do a spot measurement anywhere I want on the sheet, it's an XY coordinate, so I can take a read right there. It is full closed loop software. So as it reads changes in density, it is automatically making a recommendation to the press on how to correct that. The software that's associated with that is the standard software that you see with all Komori presses with scanners. Those are the ink key openings for all 4 process colors and the associated densities. That's the screen where I can instantly tell at a glance where every key on the press is with respect to my target density, and if it's off, that's the software that's going to make the recommendations for automatic control on that key to bring it back into tolerance. In addition, there's a variety of dot gains, gray balances, hue errors, a variety of quality control targets are all included in that, and they're gathered every scan. It's just which particular display I want to look at that moment. So just to kind of summarize, our Komori's brand new Enthrone 2029, loaded with features, extremely rugged, strong press, double diameter cylinders, impression and transfer, up to 24-point board, no gripper height adjustments, full complement on the feeder, full complement on the delivery, and extremely operator-friendly console and software associated with it.